additional part of behavioral linguistics actually looks at visual language and elements of color psychology and certainly visuals that help supplement in a very subliminal way whatever the brand message is or the call to action is. And we know through something called picture superiority effect that actually we process visual cues and visual elements a lot quicker than we do a lot of other linguistic inputs. And as a result, you can really have a great behavioral change component that comes through with a lot of communications where you've paid specific attention to the visuals. And what we find with our clients is sometimes this becomes a bit of a tick box of, okay, have we made sure that the necessary demographic representation is there? Yes. Have we got something that's high res enough? So cool, we've gone to a Shutterstock or some type of stock image portfolio. And we actually want people to take a step back and say, what are the colors being represented in the various images? We know that trust colors are your blues, your sort of navies, your grays. So if you're trying to come across in a sort of credible way and you're trying to maybe calm people down in some type of communication, you want to rather go with those colors than maybe reds and ambers, which are a little bit more stop and take notice.
Danger signaling.
Danger, for sure. And then in terms of what you're actually looking for in an image, things like looking at hands and eyes and the credibility that comes through there.
So there's so many elements. I think we could talk forever on visual language. We're both like huge advocates of it, but there's so many things. So even with this vaccine rollout that's happening globally, as Leigh said, you want to avoid using images that have got reds and oranges, which is like your caution hazard. You want to avoid focusing on the vials or the actual vaccine and rather focus on human elements. So it's so specific around what your topic is and how you portray the right behavior and nudge that behavior. There's some great research around eyes, and it's called the watching eye effect. And so where you have images or photos of people where they're looking you in the eye, one, that makes you want to be more altruistic and pro-social, and two, it makes you feel like you need to do the right thing even if you might not want to. So they did this fun research where they sort of put pictures of just eyes or what in bathrooms, watching people sort of as they came out the bathroom just above the basins where they would need to wash their hands. And where those images were, they found a huge increase in people that were now washing their hands. Just because even though we know it's a picture, we feel like we're being watched and we all know we should wash our hands after using the bathroom. And so they saw that behavior. So there's a lot of like interesting, subtle, cost-effective ways to encourage people to do the right thing.